Look at your hands, look at your calendar, look at the bags under your eyes in the mirror this morning. You are exhausted, you are drained, and yet you are exactly where you were a year ago. You were raised on a beautiful, noble, poisonous lie. From the moment you could walk, they told you that if you just kept your head down, if you just grinded harder, if you just suffered a little more, the world would hand you a crown. They lied. The world does not reward those who carry the heaviest stones, it rewards the one who owns the quarry. Right now, you are building a monument to someone else's glory with your own sweat. You feel that silent rage, that feeling that the game is rigged. It is. Niccolò Machiavelli knew how to rig it back, understanding that power is not generated by friction, it is generated by leverage. The system has convinced you that your energy is cheap, a renewable resource you should pour out freely upon the altar of your job. But a tired man is a safe man. A tired population does not revolt, they do not question the hierarchy and ask why they are at the bottom because they are too busy trying to survive. The rich do not work harder than you, in fact, many of them work far less. They do not possess a divine spark of intelligence that you lack. They simply occupy a different coordinate in the geometry of power. You must understand the fundamental disconnect that keeps the brilliant poor, the difference between creation and capture. Creation is the act of generating energy, capture is the act of harnessing it. Think of a hydroelectric dam.
The water in the river is the energy, the raw talent, the labor, the movement of the masses.
But the water does not get paid, the dam gets paid. The dam sits still, it is immovable, occupying a strategic choke point where the water has no choice but to pass through it. You are the river. You are the force rushing and eroding yourself against the rocks. But because you do not own the choke point, you do not capture the value, you merely pass through the system leaving your energy behind. The elite focus 100% of their energy on acquiring and holding strategic positions where value must flow. You are trapped in the donkey doctrine, believing you must carry the load until the farmer rewards you. Machiavelli laughs at this, writing that the lion cannot protect himself from traps and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves, therefore one must be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. The donkey works hard until it dies, but the fox observes the system and finds the shortcut. If effort equaled wealth, the construction worker sweating in the sun would be a billionaire, and the guy in the suit moving capital on a laptop would be broke. The market does not pay for effort, it pays for impact. The donkey uses brute force, the fox uses leverage. You must detach your income and your power from your physical presence and your physical pain. As long as you are paid for your pain, you are a prostitute of the system. Imagine a skyscraper where hundreds of men are hanging off the steel beams, welding, riveting, sweating, and risking their lives. They are the builders, working hard on the ground. But in an office miles away is one man looking at a blueprint. He is not sweating, he is holding a pen. He is the architect. The builders are paid by the hour, while the architect is paid by the value of the structure. The scam of hard work is the lie that tells you that if you build enough, you will eventually become the architect. You won't. You do not promote your way from carrying bricks to designing cities. They require different mindsets entirely. To become the architect, you must stop identifying with the labor and stop taking pride in how heavy the brick is. You must ask yourself if you are just laying bricks someone else handed you, or if you have a blueprint of your own.
The architect manipulates materials, taking the chaos of the world and arranging it into a structure that benefits him.
He does not complain that the bricks are heavy, he hires a crane. You must find your crane. What is the leverage you are missing? Is it technology, capital, a network, or specific knowledge? Find the lever, and stop trying to lift the world with your back. If you give your hard work freely, if you are always available and reliable, your value drops due to inflation. Machiavelli advised the prince to keep the people dependent, granting benefits little by little so they may be better enjoyed. You must learn the power of withholding your full effort until the moment it matters most. When the person who usually works 12 hours a day suddenly leaves at 5 without saying a word, the office panics. You reclaim power through absence. Hard work makes you invisible, strategic absence makes you a legend. Never show your full hand, never show your full strength, always keep a reserve. This is containment. A dam holds back the river to generate power, and if the dam breaks, the power is gone, becoming just a flood that causes damage and drains away. Be the dam. You cannot just quit your job tomorrow, that is reckless. You escape by shifting your allegiance from the employer to yourself, becoming a double agent. You still go to work, you still perform the tasks, but you are no longer emotionally invested, you are undercover. You conserve your energy, observe the power dynamics, learn how the money flows, and steal knowledge. Every day at your job is a paid education, and if you are just working, you are missing the point. In the hours you reclaim because you are no longer volunteering for burnout, you build your own exit and your own leverage. You build the ladder in the dark, and one day when the ladder is finished, you do not ask for permission to leave. You simply climb over the wall. No drama, no grand announcements, just a quiet, ruthless transition from servant to master. You stop waiting for them to give you a raise, and you give yourself a raise by owning the asset. The system will attack you when you stop grinding. It will try to make you feel guilty, lazy, and pull you back into the rhythm of the machine. If you can withstand the pressure to conform and stand in the stillness without breaking, you will see things others cannot see. The era of the loyal worker is dead. We are entering the era of the sovereign individual. You must become the predator of your own destiny, hunting for the high ground because the water is rising, and only those with position will float. Welcome to Sovereign Mind. Subscribe to step into the architect level. See you in the shadows.